Assalamu alaikum students. This is our second lecture on the regression analysis. This is lecture 2, and in this lecture we are going to have practical test on this one regression model. This is what your proposed research model. You have 4 independent variables. You have 1 independent variables. These are the hypotheses, and you are going to check either hypothesis has been proven or has been rejected. So for this we have this data test on which you have been conducting your data, you are conducting your statistical analysis test. Apart from that, I have also guided you how you can download the any test datasets from the SPSS manual written by Julia Pallant. So for running regression analysis, obviously you need to have summated skills. I have already covered a lecture on the summated skills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and within model you have these 5 variables 1, 2, 3, 4 independent, 1 dependent. So we have these facilitating condition, perceived price, perceived ease of use, perceived usefulness, and attitude to adopt tablet device. You have these variables, and this is our data set, and I'm going to run a statistical test. For running test, what you need to do, you need to click on analyze, then you need to go to the regression. Within regression you have so many tests, but you will not see other relationships, rather linear relationship. And I hope or suppose that you have already concept of linear relationship. What is linear relationship? You have already covered the subject statistics subject. So you have these boxes here. This is dependent variable, this is independent variable box. You need yes, you have already seen this dialog box when we conducted the outliers. So when we were conducting the outliers, we placed ID into the dependent variables, and all these items or questions into the independent variables. Right now we have particular variables as per model. What you need to do, you need to place the independent variables on as per model. So the model says attitude to adopt tablet device must be independent variable, and all these. So we are running multiple regression, simple linear multiple regression, that says all the variables single time should be placed in independent variables. We have all these variables, these are continuous variables. We don't have any independent variables, any categorical variable. Okay, then you have these options. What you need to do, you need to click on statistics. What you need, okay, I need confidence interval on 95, I need R square change, I need descriptive, and okay, then plot. You can also have plot, but I'm not going for that. Just if you are able to understand only basic concepts of regression, that is also enough for me. You can have unstandardized and standardized and adjusted and standard error of mean predictors. Further, do you need mean and individuals? I'm not interested currently, even though you can see the influence stresses are residuals, but right now you are on beginning level, so we are not going to use them. We are going to replace the mean, and I'm not going using bootstrapping. This is also technique to increase the sample size, but we are not going to increase the sample size. So this is what, when you will run the test, you will see these kind of tables within the SPSS. Just a minute. So within these tables, what you see first is descriptive statistics. So within descriptive statistics, you can see all these variables are there. You have mean values, you have standard deviation, and n is what number of responses respondent have given. You have this correlation table. You have already seen this correlation table. I have already discussed it. Which method has been used, or what are the method, that is also given in here. This is what model, which are the tables you need to understand. This is one table, then which you need to understand. This is what first table, and then this is the second table of coefficients that you need to understand. And now once again I understand that you know what is t-test and z-test. You have that is the part of your statistics subjects, and apart from that I also considered that you know about the beta in intermediate subjects, or in math or in intermediate and matriculation and statistics subjects. You use the beta, what is beta naught and beta alpha. So, you might have basics of understanding related to the beta, but that is also enough to understand. In advanced level you will learn these things in econometric subject. So these are the things which you need to understand thoroughly. Within this descriptive statistics, you can see and you have also already understood, this is what model. So what is model? Model is what the combination of variables. You have already this one combination of variables, 4 variable and 1 dependent variables. The selection of these variables is also not random. Within literature review you find that either there is a relationship, either literature discuss that perceived ease of use has relationship on this, either that is a positive or negative, and the independent variables by themselves have some sort of relationship. They are not completely different. I cannot use, let's say suppose the flow of water here. There is a flow of water is completely different variable that I cannot put here in this model, so that does not fit into the model. So this is what this summary or this table tells you, how much your model is fit. Model fitness you can learn from on the F test. This is what F test. T-test tells you about the single hypothesis. You can see here's the t-test, and if you want to see facilitating condition, either he is positive effect or not, you are going to see the significant value, and it is below than the 0.05, and it has t-test value, it has 4.77. So you say that okay, hypothesis has been accepted with the significant value of 0.000, and the t-test is t statistics is 4.775. So t-test is used for testing single hypothesis. F-test is used to check the model fitness, overall model fitness. So here's the F-test significance is 0.00, which tells you that model is also fit. So right now we have only discussed the tables, how they are, what is this R square, I just said R square and all these things, and we will discuss these things in detail in how in a language of research literature, how these things are discussed. We will cover all these things in next lecture. So in today's lecture you have learned that how you need to conduct statistics regression test into the SPSS. In previous lecture we understood the basics of regression analysis, that what is regression analysis, how that is run. Today we have covered it through SPSS. I'm going to just revise. You need to go to analyze, and you need to go to regression, then you need to select this one, then you need to put dependent variable and your independent variables in this dialog box, and then you need to check the statistical test which you want to conduct, and then you will press OK button. I have already conducted the test, that's why I am not going to press it again. Further interpretation and write-up we will learn in our next third lecture. That will be our last lecture, and our syllabus will by that lecture our syllabus will complete. Okay, thank you for now. Allah Hafiz.